Alright, hey guys, so today I'm making a little tutorial on how to make one of the most ghetto meals on the face of the planet. It actually started out as a sandwich, but I'm out of bread, so I'm using pasta. So what you're going to need is some of your favorite pasta. This is not my favorite, just happened to be something that I had in my house. You're also going to need garlic. I only have a few things, so garlic, onion, pepper, salt, a can of your favorite brand of tuna. This is not my favorite brand of tuna. I don't even like chunk tuna. I like solid albacore. However, Mobile did not have my tuna. You're going to need basil, Italian seasoning, which I know has basil in it, but I really like me some basil. You're going to need butter. You're going to need a butter knife, which I forgot to grab, but I have one right here. Alright, you're going to need chicken broth and cornstarch. Alright, so then you're also going to need a pot to boil your pasta in. Alright, why aren't you working? And a pan for the tuna mixture. Alright, so we're going to start off by turning the heat for the pot of water onto high so it comes to a boil. Alright, we're going to come over here to our skillet and put it on medium, high, depends on what you use for, depends on how your oven works. Most people are familiar with their oven, your stovetop, so medium, high. You're going to put you're just going to put a little bit in the bottom of the pan like that, just enough to, a little bit beyond just enough to cover. Go let that come to a heat up real quick, and we're going to add some cornstarch to it here in a minute to thicken it up. Alright. While that's happening, make sure you salt your pasta water, because the last chance you'll have to make your pasta taste better than what it tastes like, which is nothing. Alright? So don't be shy. Alright, so we're just going to pour in a little bit, because we only have a little bit of liquid in here. So we're just going to pour in, here. I'll show you guys. About that much. Alright. And you're going to whisk it. Because it's not going to dissolve by itself, so you're going to need to whisk it. Oh, I totally fucking forgot. You're also going to need some roasted red peppers. These are totally optional, but I like them, so feel free. Also, just take note that everything I put in here, can totally be interchangeable with other things. So don't, you don't have to tie yourself to these ingredients. Alright? So while this is warming up still, we're going to add the garlic. I just eyeball all this stuff because it's not like baking where it really matters. It's more just to taste than anything. The onion, pepper. I go really easy on pepper personally. I'm not a huge fan. Plus, this is some really hardcore pepper. Salt, basil, Italian seasoning. Alright. And the peppers. You only need a couple in there because they're more just for the flavor than anything. I mean, if you want to add more, be my guest, but I don't usually add a lot. Come on, get out of the jar. Alright, this is going to start coming up to a slow boil almost. You just want to whisk this all together. So start making some bubbles, don't be afraid, it's totally okay, just make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. we're actually going to turn down the heat to medium-low, and that's going to simmer for a little while. And while that's doing that, you can start put the stuff away that you don't need anymore. Saves time. Now would actually be a good time to add in your butter, because not only does it add flavor, but not many people know this, but butter actually it's like it helps thicken things up, kind of like flour or cornstarch would, just like obviously not as much. It's a thickener. There we go. That's the word. Put in as much as you want. Like personally, I'm a huge butter fan, so I'm going to be putting in quite a bit in there, but you can do that as you like it. Whisk that in there. It also gives us kind of like a creamy almost. Alright. My water doesn't want to boil for me, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Add your tuna. Oh, that's the nastiest. I know you guys are going to be like, what the fuck, tuna? You don't have to use tuna. If you want, you can use your favorite canned meat, whatever that may be. Feel free. Let's mix that in there. Make sure you kind of break it up, like shred it up a bit. Like, don't leave it in chunks. You really want to move that, like get that all. What's funny is it actually doesn't have a fishy flavor when it's done because you cooked it in the chicken broth. It takes on more of a chicken flavor. And which tuna has the consistency of chicken, it makes it a lot better. You can still kind of taste the tuna, but it's not as overpowering as it normally would be in, say, like a tuna sandwich. Oh yay, our water's coming to a boil, yay! We're probably not going to have enough time to show the assembly because due to YouTube-ness, I can only have a 10-minute video, and pasta takes 8 to 10 minutes to boil. For me, I usually go with the 8-minute mark. Because I don't like mine al dente because I don't like raw pasta, but I like it a little bit beyond that. So about 8 minutes. Don't worry, I'll show you guys the final product though.